Everyone, Christine here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. And welcome to My Creative Times 163rd edition release. And we're also celebrating 16 years of My Creative Time being in business. And also it's Emma's birthday month. And don't forget, we're having a YouTube Hop giveaway as well as Instagram and on our new social media school for a chance to win a $50 gift card to My Creative Time. All you need to do is be 18 years or older, leave a comment, and follow all of the designers. And so before I do a recap of our new release, let me share with you my project that I created today, which is this one here. And let me share with you the products that I used. I used a new seed pocket die in a previous release. I used this one. And I also used the large Treat Bag Add Ons, the cute card dies, the A2 fancy frame dies, the pretty scallop ovals, the Eyelet Doily Die, the tiny bows and butterfly plate, the strawberry flowers plate die, and the more cocoa mugs and stuff. And I use this tiny little stitched oval as a little landing. And here's my treat box. Isn't that super cute? So I used a treat packet die as well as a large treat bag add-ons to create a treat box. And Emma does have a tutorial on her channel. And so what I did was I used from the new release, the cute card scallop layers and the cute card dies here. I have my Eyelet Doily Die and I tore a piece of paper here. And then I have my A2 fancy frame and my pretty scallop oval as my layers. And here's a bundle of birthday joy. I cut that in half. This is actually a horizontal stamp. I cut that in half and then stacked them. And then here I have a from the new party banner dies, and I just cut that. I think there were six of these little triangles, and I just shortened it. And I forgot to bring this die. I used the Beach Ginger 1 for these tiny little bows, and then I have tulle underneath that. And then I used the Birthday Fairy ephemera. I fussy cut her, and I added the 2mm flat back pearls and the 4mm flat back pearls here and here. Added some glue glitter and some cheesecloth, and she has popped up. And then I have my flowers from the strawberry flower plate die, some seam binding, and some trim from Michaels, and this charm is from Hobby Lobby. And I just have some lace at the bottom. So that's my new project. And so let me go over our new release, and let's start with the paper. And this is the Fairy Dust Florals 2026. And here's an overall view. And it comes with 24 sheets, 4 each of 6 designs. And so let me share the paper with you real quick. And I'll leave my release or my sneaky peek video down below so you can look at everything in more detail. And here's this pattern. It's a neutral. And this pretty bow pattern. And here's the back of that. And I love this pretty butterfly pattern. And this very light polka dot blue. And this pretty floral pattern. And here's the back of that. And this pattern. And then this piece of paper, and this are my favorites, as you can tell. And then we also have our birthday fairy ephemera, and I do have a quick clip of what this looks like. And next we have our new stamp and die set. And here are the coordinating dies. And I've lined them up according to how I have it on my stamp sheet, so it's easy to locate. And we also have in the shop some flat back pearls. We have 4mm flat back pearls and 2mm flat back pearls. Love, love, love this one. This is perfect for the tiny little butterflies and bows. And I use them in the fairy's hair. And for our new dies, we have the party cake die, and this measures 3 1/8 by 4 1/16. And it comes with your frosting layers here. There's one here, and then your plate layer here. And it comes with a candle and flame layer. And I apologize, I made a mistake yesterday. I said this piece was part of the party cake die, but this is part of the Scoops of Fun die, which is this one here, the ice cream. And this measures 3 5/8 by 2 inches. And you also have layers for each ice cream layer. You have the top layer here, and then this middle layer here, and this one here, and then also for your ice cream cone part of that. And it comes with 2 different types of candles, and then that includes the heart cherry with a heart layer and a leaf layer. So that's that. And next we have the cute card scallop layers, and the smallest measures 3 15/16. 3 15/16 by 1 7/16. The largest one is 5 5/16 by 3 1/8. And I do have all the measurements here. And then also in this release, we have the new party banner dies, which I love, love, love. And there's one plate with 3 different types of banners. And then you have a separate plate with all of the layers, and they're all stitched. And the smallest is 2 1/4 inches, and then 3 1/2, and the largest is 3 5/8 in length. So that's that. And then we also have the Fun Waterfall album. And this measures this way 4 9/16 by 5 1/8. Some measurements here. And you get your scallop layer, a stitched layer, and then to create your waterfall, you have this piece here, and it's got a score line that you can fold on, and then has a stitched layer, and the stitched layer has a little heart detail. And then you have for your base, you have this piece and a stitched layer for that. And then for the mini album, or for the album part of it, you have your base piece and a stitched layer to go on top of that. And then this is for your flap, to close off your flap with a stitched layer. And you also get a heart stitch detail. And so let me do a quick recap of all my projects. And so on this one, you can see the ice cream cone, and I popped everything up on foam. And I do have 2 banners. This is the largest and the medium. And I use a tiny bow and butterfly plate there. And this is where I used a cute card scallop layers. And here's my sweet little fairy. Now I did fussy cut all of my fairies. And on this one, I added the 2mm flat back pearls on her hair. And then I used the 4mm flat back pearls here. And I'll leave my, like I said, I'll leave my sneaky peek video down below so you can look at these in more detail. And here's my other card, and this is the smallest of the banners. And again, I used a cute scallop layer here, and another one of my fairies. And this one has wishing you a day full of surprises. Oh, and by the way, this one here, wishing you sweet smiles, this is a horizontal stamp, but I cut that in half and stacked them. Okay, so here's this card, and let me share with you my treat box again. And this is with the Party Cake die. And this has all 3 banners on them. This is the smallest, the medium, and the largest. And I did chop off these two, the large and the medium. I think this came with 6, and this may be, I think, 7. I have to double check. Anyway, I did pop up the cake as well as the icing or frosting. And here's my sweet little fairy, and she's got a little tiny little flower in her hair, and that's from the stamp and fairy stamp and die set. And I also used the cute scallop layers as well as the cute card dies, and I did chop it off here so it's not too long. So that's that project. And then I have my mini album. Isn't it cute? So this again is the largest banner, and I think there were 6 of these, and I took 1 off. And now for this ice cream cone, I only added the top layer and the middle layer, and I cut off the bottom layer. Here's a comparison here, because I wanted it to be short. So this is it with the full ice cream cone with 3 layers. And this, I only have 2 flavors. And this also has the cherry layer on top of that. And here's my little fairy, and she's also got 2mm flat back pearls. And this one, this scallop here is from the 3.75 by 4.75 add-ons. Okay, so, and then here's the inside. And Let's Celebrate You is from the new stamp and die set. But this sentiment die is from the gift card sentiment and die set. And I just have a tiny little fairy there. And here's my waterfall. And here's the flap that holds it in place. And I do have a magnet. And I added the little heart detail there. And then here's my waterfall. And this is the base piece for the waterfall. So here are my projects for the 163rd release. And again, don't forget to use our coupon codes for 15% off your entire order. And my coupon code is Christine. Please feel free to share the love with any of my design team sisters. And let's see. Oh, and don't forget to leave a comment for a chance to win a $50 gift card to My Creative Time. We're also doing a giveaway on Instagram, and if you're on our school platform, so you'll have 3 chances to win. And if you're not yet on our school platform, I'll leave the information down below as well. And so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I thank you all so much for watching. Bye for now.